Let's talk about the waiver wire pickups for Week 13. Kicking it off is Vince Williams Jr. Desmond Bane unfortunately went down with a grade 3 ankle sprain and is set to miss the next 6 weeks at the minimum. My hunch is, given how the Grizzlies season has gone so far, it wouldn't be shocking to see them hold him out even longer. The Grizzlies already lost Ja Morant for the year, and Steven Adams is also out for the year with a knee injury, and Brandon Clark does not have a timetable to return. More and more, it seems like the season may be lost, and Bane's injury may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Williams was a second-round pick last year, and he really didn't see the court much, and this year, he's definitely been able to show what he can do, so much so that the Grizzlies just re-signed him to a 3-year deal worth $7.9 million. And I think he's pretty much locked in from anywhere to 25 to 28 minutes a night, but it wouldn't be surprising to see him hover over 30, especially while Bane is out. And if the last 4 games are any indication of what we can expect, he is definitely worth picking up now. He's averaged around 32 minutes per game, he's scoring around 12 points per game, getting 6.5 rebounds per game, he's also dishing out 4 assists, getting 1.5 steals, and 0.8 blocks per game. And he's also knocking down 2 3-pointers per game. If there was one hole in his game, it's going to be the shooting percentage. He's shooting it right under 40%, and I think if he can clean that up, he could really have some nice value down the stretch. He's only rostered in about 33% of leagues, so if you're looking for a 2-guard, he's definitely someone to give a look at. Next on my list is Malik Beasley. Over the last 10 games, Beasley has really started to put together a pretty strong campaign, especially from 3. He's making around 3.6 per game, and he's shooting it 55% from deep. Now that's probably not sustainable, but while he's shooting it this well, I think he's worth adding. During this 10-game stretch, he's averaged around 28 minutes per game, 13 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, and half a steal per game. And he's also shot at 54% from the field. So while he is the 4th and arguably the 5th scoring option in Milwaukee, he still has a pretty solid role in this offense. He has started every game he has played, and I don't see that changing, especially with the Bucks sitting in the 2nd spot in the East. He's rostered in about 47% of leagues, and if you're looking for a versatile swingman 2-guard, he's definitely someone to consider. Like I mentioned, this is probably as high as the ceiling will get, just because he's behind Antetokounmpo, Lillard, and even Chris Middleton in the pecking order, and even Brook Lopez on some nights. Next on my list is Duop Reath. Reath is a Sudanese player from Australia that went undrafted in 2018. He played a couple of summer leagues in the US, but he pretty much just played overseas over the last few years. He signed a 2-way contract with the Blazers in 2023, and because of all the injuries they've suffered this year, he's finally getting a chance to show what he can do. Over the last 6 games, he's averaged around 29 minutes, 13 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1 block, 0.7 steals, and has even knocked down 1.7 3-pointers per game. He's also shot at 47% from the field, and I think as long as DeAndre Ayton is out, he is definitely worth adding. The Blazers are really short-handed right now. Ayton is out with knee tendonitis. He's missed the last 11 games. Shaedon Sharpe is tending to a minor thigh injury. Malcolm Brogdon is dealing with a groin injury. And even Matisse Thybulle recently sprained his right foot. And then he got ill. So they've been really short, especially in the front court. And as long as Ayton is out, like I mentioned, I think Duop is definitely worth adding. He's only rostered in 25% of leagues. And if the Blazers keep dropping games at the rate that they are, they may throw the towel in on the season and try to get a look at the players that are a little bit unknown, like Reath. So he could have some rest of season value, just depending on health and the direction the team wants to go in. Last on my list is Xavier Tillman Sr. Tillman Sr. started off the year pretty hot, then he got injured and had to miss 6 games, and he's been in and out of the starting lineup since. But recently, with the Grizzlies dealing with a ton of injuries, he's been thrust into a larger role. Over his last 3 games, he's averaged a healthy 31 minutes per night. He's also scored 15 points, averaged 8 rebounds, dished out 3 assists, gotten 2.3 steals, and 1.7 blocks per game. He's also shot at 58% from the field. Now, I should say the defensive stats are definitely not sustainable and are skewed by one big game, but he's definitely getting a lot more minutes right now, and with the Grizzlies really short-handed, especially in the front court, Tillman should get a chance to start for the foreseeable future. Santi Aldama's missed the last 3 games with a knee issue. Jaren Jackson missed the last game with a knee contusion himself, but if they continue to lose games at the rate they are, they may throw in the towel on the season as well. Tillman is rostered in 39% of leagues, and if you're looking for a power forward / center, he's definitely someone to consider, especially while he's getting over 30 minutes a game. Those are some waiver wire pickups for Week 13. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and let me know which players you think we should pick up in the comments below.